Hey, MiCHILIgan, friends out there. I'm standing here with MrMocks, another one of the vendors here. And hey guys, I'm standing here with MrMocks, one of the vendors here with MiCHILIgan 2025. And go ahead and give you a little background of his company. Go ahead and here, if you guys could see his array of what he's got here. But first I'm going to have him introduce himself and tell us a little bit more about his company.
I'm Weston. MrMocks is my company. I started it officially in 2017, but before then I was hand making hammocks and selling them on Craigslist. Yeah.
Cool.
The price point of those hammocks, I was making really good hammocks, but as a poor college kid, I couldn't afford the hammocks. I didn't feel right selling a product that I wouldn't buy myself, so I kind of morphed it into a more high quality, reasonably priced, high quality but affordable hammocks. So that's where the new MrMocks has kind of been born. So college kids was my main target, and we created the third wheeler, which is a bunk bed hammock, named after third wheeler. When you go on a date with your friend, and then your friend comes along, the third wheel. So it's a double person hammock with a single person hammock on top.
That's awesome. Okay, so when you say you try and gear towards college students, is that to go out and camp in the woods, or to just a lot of them that just hang on campus and stuff like that?
So it was,
or both.
Well, both. The primary was on campus hanging out. You go to the park.
Yeah.
When
I was hours or something.
Yeah, when I was at school, it was very common to take your hammock out and study and whatnot. So that's kind of
how it started.
Yep.
But now it has evolved more into overnight camping and stuff like that, better hammocks, stuff like that.
Yep. So that's where the third wheeler, the MrMocks, was born.
Okay.
Specifically because dads wanted to take their kids out camping, and the kids were too afraid to sleep in their own hammock. So dads were buying the third wheeler, throwing the kid up top, and then I built a MrMocks around it, so that they have a full rain bug fortress.
Exactly, underneath. Is this what you're doing full time now?
It's almost full time. I sew part time at a yurt shop, Great Lakes Yurt Co.
Okay.
So I sew those, and that's where I get my spending money and put a little extra into the MrMocks.
Into business, okay. And he came with the whole entourage this weekend too, so that's fantastic. He's got a following. So, is this your first MiCHILIgan that you've been at?
Yeah. So normally it's later in the month that I have a horse show that's a big horse show of the year, so I have to go to it. But
okay.
This is my first MiCHILIgan because of that.
Fantastic. Well, it's our first too, so I'm glad we get to meet up here too, that's for sure. So what made you want to attend?
Well, they came down to HangCon and they were like, Michigan, you have to come to it. I'm like, I know, I've been wanting to, and being that it was a different weekend, I finally.
So where is MrMocks from?
We're located in the Waterloo Rec area, which is outside of Ann Arbor.
Okay. So in Michigan, just over on the east side of the state?
Yep.
Okay. So what has been your...
Right there for the Michiganders.
For the Michiganders, exactly. Lower right corner of the mitten. Exactly. So so some of your products, how did you come up with the design? How did you come up with some of the ideas?
So they're more of a classic hammock, and design for those was, most of the classic hammocks at the time when I started were 9 foot long.
Right.
And so I just made that 10 feet, 6.5 feet. It fit for the comfort of sleeping overnight, but yet taking it out on campus.
Perfect.
So that design, not super unique or whatever, but the third wheeler, it was more for just because I would go out with friends and I'd have to set up 2-3 hammocks.
Right.
It's like, let's just take one hammock, all hang out in it. So
right. So does that top hammock, what's the weight? Is there a weight limit on that?
So it's 600 pounds for the whole thing.
Okay.
Because the tree straps have been doubled, but it's a full-size single-person hammock, and that has a 450-pound safe working load. So
that's awesome.
And then that comes, the weak part is the tree strap in that scenario. So
right.
You could pretty much put 600 pounds in. We've actually had 8 people in the bottom hammock before. So
now, do you have a ridge line or anything on it like that too?
Yep. So it comes with a ridge line across the top, so you don't end up squeezing your stuff or whoever's in the top.
Exactly. So you have one. So on the three-wheeler, you have only one ridge line. Then, of course, you're not going to have a ridge line for the bottom guy.
Because without it, the top hammock becomes the ridge line.
Exactly. That's an interesting design. That is awesome. Haven't laid one of those. We got one up above his bus, so we'll show you that in a minute here. We'll go over there and take a look at that. So what's been your favorite part of coming to these?
I just love meeting all the people and just talking face to face and letting them, get to meet MrMocks, and I get to meet the community and see what their likes, wants, and needs are. And
sure, yeah, that seems what a lot of people say. It's a lot of the camaraderie with the people, getting to know, and then actually, I mean, I will say, from a perspective of the customer, it's nice to actually meet the owner of the company. I mean, we got all the vendors here. They're not sending out reps. Their owners are here, which is awesome, because then, like, we're looking at your website or whatever. Everything's on web-based now, but then actually to know the face and know the person behind it and stuff like that, and that's awesome. So, get to know them, and it's good quality material or a good quality product that MrMocks putting out and other vendors here. So that's awesome. What are the hammocks made out of?
It's a 70D. We call it Parachill.
Okay.
It's just a lightweight, heavy-duty nylon that's soft. So the 70D is the thread size. So it's a thin thread. So that's what gives it the softness. But being nylon, you get a lot of strength out of it. Mm-hmm. And it's the highest quality fabric we could get, but yet keep our product price low.
Sure.
So it's kind of the sweet spot. It's, coated, so it's water resistant and stuff like that. Okay. So.
And they're actually built right in Ann Arbor then at your shop?
No, so I used to hand make them in Ann Arbor, but I have them manufactured now. Okay.
In the U.S. or outside the U.S.?
Outside the U.S.
Outside the U.S.
Yeah.
So how has the tariffs, has that screwed with your business and all?
So I put off launching the MrMocks from this spring to this fall now, just because not knowing what is, I didn't want to pre-order or pre-sell a bunch of rain flies and then be underwater on them,
No pun intended.
Yeah.
I get it. Well, I appreciate you. I'm glad you came out today. I'm glad, this weekend for your first one. This is fantastic, and we had beautiful weather. Yeah. And it's been wonderful to meet you. Last night, MrMocks had it was last night, right? Today's Saturday. So last night had a cocktail hour here. Really,
mocktail.
A mocktail hour, and we got to come over here and hang out with them, and just no sales pitch, and they just kind of get to know them on a personal basis, and it was a great night last night too. So I appreciate you doing that too.
No, it was awesome. It was great meeting you guys.
Thanks so much, Wes. You too. Appreciate it. Make sure you get the double hammock up top.
Want me to unzip the MrMocks?
Yeah,
and
go ahead. Yeah. Keep rolling.
So it's a rain fly that has the mosquito net built in, zip where you can zip it off. So you can just have a rain fly, or you can have the mosquito net cover as a floor, so you keep completely bug free.
That's awesome. Because it's funny, because we were talking about this. We went to the Boundary Waters this year, and we were talking about it'd be great if somebody had a rain fly like this with the bug net zipped on, and then but a zipper on and off, so you don't have to climb underneath it, and then you show up.